えないか。俺たちであの子供助けるんだ。いや、そんなこと言ったって兄貴は。頼りないな。よし、俺一人で行ってくる。おや、さっきからあの怪獣をギャオスって呼んでるけど、なぜだい？
僕が名前をつけたんだ。だって鳴き声がギャオって聞こえるもん。ま
あ、Hったら。
あのギャオスの超音波は鉄でも石でもまるで紙のように切り裂いてしまう。あのガメラでもかなわないでしょう。
嘘だ嘘だ。ガメラは世界中で一番強いんだ。
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another unboxing video brought to you by Bearded Kaiju's Unboxing Reviews. You know, if you like the channel, hit the subscribe button, give the video a like, you know, hit that bell of notification, you know, share it with anybody they think would like this channel. You know, if you guys want some free stuff, you know, hit that subscribe button, you know, let's get to 400 subscribers and I'll do my next giveaway. So we've already had 2 giveaways so far. So thank you so much. Thanks for the support. I really do appreciate it. I'll show you guys on screen what the next giveaway is. I think it's a doozy. I really do. I've actually had people tell me not to give away a couple of these figures and stuff like that and actually resell them, but I said no, I'm going to give them back to you, the fans. So just a little thank you for all the support you guys are giving me and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, we have a really big box day today. But even before we get into that box day, I just want to say, how awesome is that freaking intro? Like, oh my gosh, like just goosebumps all up my arms, man. Like, I absolutely love that video. So thank you again, Kaiju Kim. You are an angel. Thank you so much for making that for me. I just absolutely love it. Just everything about it. I get giddy every time I see it and hear it. So it's so fun. It's so cool. So yes, thank you so much. But yeah, back to the box day. Like I said, yeah, this is a pretty hefty box here. I'm glad I got this one. There's a little backstory to it. I'll get to that a little bit later. But of course, you guys know how I start my box days. We got to look at the box, you know, and see how that turns out. So without further ado, let's turn this sucker around and we'll get right into it. Bam! This is the X Plus 30 centimeter Gamera 67 and Gyaos 67. And this is a 2-packer. So this is pretty special, actually. I am really excited for this one. I absolutely love this movie. Really, I just get into it. I love the music to it. I love the kaiju action. And Gyaos is just, he's a villain. He really is. And I just absolutely love it. So, and I'm a huge Gamera fan. I really am. As I get older, I'm really loving Gamera more and more. Not as much as the Big G himself, but he is right up there with him and stuff like that. So I love collecting some Gamera stuff. I wish there was a little bit more of it. Seems like we're getting a little bit more here and there and stuff like that. But it's just a lot of his stuff is so few and far in between that some of his stuff becomes very expensive. Just depends on what you're going for and stuff. for me personally, yeah, it's it's usually on the higher end and everything, which sucks for me, you know. But I just love the stuff and everything. So yeah, please, you know, companies, Dai, bring out some more Gamera stuff. Let's get that merchandising going. You know, let's get a new movie. Like, come on, we are way overdue for one. So let's do that. So, but yeah, without me rambling here, let's get right into this box here. So as you can see, it is your standard box color with the print of the two figures and stuff. As you can see, then you have the title on the box. It reads Large Monster Aerial Battle right here. And it's Gamera versus Gyaos. And then right below it, it's Gamera 1967 versus Gyaos 1967. And then it's the Showdown set. And then right underneath of it, it's the Shonen Rick limited edition. So yeah, so that's what that title says. I've been really trying to see what these titles say and mean and stuff like that, just because I have no idea. I don't read Japanese, so I had to Google Translate it and everything like that before I jumped on the video here and stuff like that, because I do want to know what they say and stuff like that. So of course up here, right up here, it is the Dai 30 centimeter series, because Dai is the company who made Gamera and all of his counterparts and his villains and stuff like that. So but yeah, let's I want to crack into this bad boy, because it's a big old hefty box and got lots to take out. All right, look at these two beauties. Oh my goodness gracious. I am so happy I have this set. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I just want to say that I'm super excited to have these. Gamera versus Gyaos is my second favorite Gamera of all time. So yeah, it's definitely, you know, something that I absolutely love watching and stuff like that. As I explained earlier. And it's just a fun film that I can just throw on and just completely like let my brain melt and everything like that. Because, you know, you don't have to do a lot of thinking when you watch these kind of movies, especially the Showa Gamera. They're just so goofy and silly. Maybe not the first couple, especially, you know, 65, the first one, you know, obviously is the introduction to him and stuff like that. So it's pretty serious. Then you had Gamera versus Barugan in 66, which is very serious too. And then I thought Gamera versus Gyaos 67 was actually pretty serious too. Right after this one, I think they kind of got real goofy and real focused more towards the younger generation, the younger fans, you know, the kids on everything. Yes, in this movie, there was a kid, and there actually was even in the first one. So the kids aspect for Gamera has always kind of been there. Barugan was the one that was the only film that didn't really revolve around kids or kids having anything, you know, have to do with it and stuff like that. So, but you know, I don't like the kid in this movie is very annoying and everything, but you know, it is what it is. I still enjoy this film just because of these two kaiju right here. I just absolutely love it. So I've been wanting these figures for a while. And when they got announced, I was like, holy crap, like I am totally on board for that. Did not see it coming. You know, it seems like X Plus has been doing a lot more double packs, you know, with their figures and stuff like that, which is fine, especially if people haven't been able to get it. And it's been, you know, a few years since they've had the initial releases for the figures. It has new collectors, you know, new fans able to buy these at retail prices instead of the aftermarket prices and stuff like that. So it's good for them. Or, you know, if it's somebody who just can't, they have one part of, you know, the set and they want the other, they can get it and maybe, you know, sell off the other part they already have, you know, whatever it is, you know, it's given them ways to get these sets together now, which is really cool instead of buying them separately, because buying them separately is actually a little bit more expensive. Maybe not initially on initial release, especially when you pre-order X Plus. That's the way to do it. You want to pre-order these things. I understand it sucks dishing up the dough right away, but you're not going to get it any cheaper unless you pre-order it right away in that pre-order window. Because after that, it's sky's the limit. It just depends on, you know, what the third party wants to sell it for, or if a person who has it wants to sell it for it. You're kind of at their mercy, you know, for their price. You know, you might be able to negotiate a little bit, you know, but you're not going to get the price what you are for initial release for X Plus. So tip, go for the pre-orders. It's the best price you're going to get, period. So yeah, but these came out way before I even got into X Plus collecting. I think I got into collecting probably, I can't remember. It was when Bluefin Distributions was going to start distributing the 30 centimeters again. I think that was like 2018, you know, I think. So I started on that. So these were way before me. I believe the Gamera 67 came out in September of 2014. And then the Gyaos came out in March of 2017. So yeah, so I missed out on these guys, which, you know, is a bummer. But, you know, I'm really becoming a fan, you know, like I said, as I grow up and everything like that. So seeing this set come out again is really, really cool, just because it has been so many years since since Gamera was released. And then now it's been, you know, quite a while for Gyaos. So these two individually they go for ridiculous money. They really do. I think, I mean, you couldn't find the Gyaos for under $500 alone just for the Gyaos. And then the Gamera's going between 300 to 400, you know. So it's pretty crazy, but you know, that's the name of the game. That's the name of the collecting and stuff like that. And that's just what happens, because, you know, a lot of times they don't reissue these things. Sometimes they do, you know, obviously with this being, you know, a example of it, but sometimes they don't. And, or you have to wait several years and hope and pray they do. So, but this is really cool. Like I said, I have the chance and able to get them finally, and I don't have to pay crazy amount of prices for them individually, and I get them as a set. And like I said, these prices are just crazy for these, and they're harder to find now and stuff like that. So that you know, doesn't help with the price, because the rarity goes up for them, so the price goes up for them. So like I said, name of the game. But yeah, I think I got the retail for these was $330 plus shipping. So you're looking at probably just under $4 for both of them. I mean, I would have had to pay just that just for one guy, let alone not even getting the other guy. So it's a huge thing. So, but yeah, enough of me rambling. Let's get right into these guys and get a good look at the sculpts and the paints and stuff like that. So first, let's go with Gamera. So, like I said, here is Gamera 1967. His tail is not assembled. Obviously, you do have to heat it up and stick it in, you know, the port, but I'm going to kind of bypass that for now because he's standing just fine without it. So, but I'll give you guys a real good close look at him. I love the design. The Showa Gamera is such an iconic look for him and stuff like that. It's how I got into Gamera initially. I got the VHS tapes and stuff like that. And actually this movie was one of them that I got. So this to me, you know, means a lot and stuff like that, because it's how I got into Gamera and got an introduction to him and stuff. So it's real cool. And this is the like I said in the box, this is the limited edition set. So it's kind of like a Rick exclusive set. And if you know or collect X Plus, Rick editions are always that little extra thing that they put with the figure. It could be a little figure of whatever coinciding with the movie that the figure is from, or they can do like a light up effect, you know, a special kind of effect to go along with the figure. Most of the time it's just a light up. So that's what the Rick exclusive is. So what the Rick exclusive for this particular set is, actually his eyes are supposed to be glow in the dark. So I'm going to test that out later and see if I can actually get them to glow at all. I don't think I'm going to be able to, honestly. But I didn't get this for the glow in the dark effect anyways. Like, that's just a bonus. I just wanted these figures, period, because I just love them and I really wanted them. So, but yeah, the sculpt is great. I love that he's got his arms out forwards and stuff like that, ready to attack, you know, to confront Gyaos and everything. So yeah, absolutely love it. Paint is great. Oh, I didn't even notice this. Let's see if we get a good look right there. Yeah, there we go. right here, you can see blood trickle down from his arm. And if you've seen in the movie, actually, Gyaos actually cuts his arm with his beam and stuff like that, and that's his wound right there. So that's really cool. I didn't know that that was part of this at all. I don't think I saw it in pictures or anything or hear about it. So that's really cool to notice that. I love the little details like that. Just puts an extra spin on these figures. So yeah, that is really cool. I'm digging that a lot. So, but yeah, overall, this is just a great sculpt. Happy to have him. So, but yeah, there's Gamera. Of course, his arch fiend, nemesis, whatever you want to call it, Gyaos. To me, I kind of consider Gyaos as like basically like his nemesis, his arch enemy, his number one enemy, really. I think he's kind of like for Godzilla is King Ghidorah, I'd say. And for Gamera, I'd say it's Gyaos. I really do. Gyaos appears in a lot of the movies. He's referenced a lot too. So I just kind of think that that's kind of on equal landing as Ghidorah for Godzilla. So that's how I think of him. And I just love him. He's cruel. He is vicious. He is just one angry, mean bat villain dude guy, kaiju, whatever you want to call him. Yeah, he's sadistic. So, but yeah, I'll give a good look at this. I love the stance on him is so unique and so different because you wouldn't think that he'd be kind of leaning back a little bit, but actually he'd always in the movie, if you saw, he'd always be leaning back a lot in the movie, especially if he was like trying to put out the fires and everything like that. You know, he had the ports, you know, by his belly and stuff that would blow that, you know, yellow mist smoke stuff that would, you know, suffocate the fires and everything. He'd be blowing it back and opening up his wings real big, you know, to flap them and everything to kind of blow it towards the fire because he didn't like fire. So it's kind of a cool stance that he has and stuff like that. Real unique and stuff like that. So it's really cool. And I love that he came in just one big piece. Yeah, it's great. The colors look great. They nailed that pretty well. Just everything looks good. And I love that he's got like that stiff neck where he can't turn his neck at all. And they actually talk about it in the movie a bit and stuff like that to try to trap him and stuff like that, where he can't turn his neck and everything. And it just looks like he's got the stiff neck where he doesn't turn very well and everything. So that's really cool. But yeah, just a cool looking kaiju overall. And his Rick feature, I should say, for this is actually supposed to be his eyes and the back by his head right there. That's actually supposed to be glow in the dark also. Like I said, not going to be expecting a lot from the glow for this. But like I said, was not buying this for the glow. This is just for the figure. The glow is just a bonus. So I'll test it out, see if it works. But it would be really cool if it does and everything. But I do think that the original Ricks for these figures were light ups. So I think the eyes and the back of his head did glow or light up initially when they were initially released. Like I said, back in 2017 and 2014. And I believe Gamera, had the light up eyes. So they're basically kind of doing the same thing, just a great value type effect with they're not doing the light ups, but they're still trying to get those areas to glow a little bit and stuff like that, just because, you know, Gamera's eyes do glow big, you know, in the movies and stuff like that. You know, they're very illuminate and everything. And then same with Gyaos. So then the back of his head, you know, it always is lit up and everything. And then it starts flashing and stuff like that, you know, once he starts, you know, dying and whatever. So yeah, it's really cool. They're, like I said, their take on it. So, but yeah, it's super great. And then obviously seeing these two together, I mean, you can't get any better than that. It's absolutely perfect. I absolutely love it. But yeah, I just wanted to go in the little backstory of this set. So when this was announced for the Rick exclusive website for X Plus, Like I said, I was completely on board for it. I was going to get it. I planned on getting it. And so, but at the time, I didn't have money. So I waited, and they usually give you about a month's pre-order, time frame. And I was like, okay, I got enough time to save up some money, to get these guys. I'm gonna get them on initial release because I'm not waiting for aftermarket. So it was getting close to the deadline and stuff like that. Well, what happened was I got lost in my thoughts because when the day was ending was actually during G Fest. And so I had already left for G Fest and didn't think about it. Then all of a sudden it hit me, one night when I was at G Fest in the hotel room. I was like, oh crap, I gotta pre-order this. And I went and it was done. And I was like, crap. I was actually I was like, oh no. So I was like, all right, I gotta wait for the aftermarket and everything. And I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to pay an arm and a leg for this because it is what it is, like I said earlier. And they just came out recently on the aftermarket on Yahoo Japan. Um, and I actually got it for a good price. I only paid like $20 extra from what retail was. So it was like $3.50 plus shipping. So I was okay with it. Luckily, I was so happy because it was a buy it now, and I bought it now using Buy and got it shipped over here, and I got it in hand. So I'm really happy that I was able to grab it on the secondary market, and I was also able to grab it very close to retail, so I didn't have to spend an arm and a leg. And just sometimes it just happens where stuff like that, kind of falls in your lap, and you're able to get something really cool or something that you've been looking for, for really close to what they came out as for price wise. So it's really cool, really happy. But yeah, I was really, really sad that I missed it, but it all worked out in the end. So, and also too, I just want to talk quickly about, I think a lot of people didn't pick up this set, and maybe because they already have them in general, they just don't want them. I know Gamera is not like as popular as Godzilla or Ultraman or whatever. He's in there. He's in the mix. But he doesn't, I don't think, have the fan base unless you're a really hardcore kaiju fan and stuff like that. But I think a lot of people are skipping on this set, and I think it's super underrated. I really do. I think a lot of people are overseeing this one, and they're looking at other stuff that's coming out this year, which is fine. Everybody has their own preference. It really is. But if you are a fan of Gamera and you don't have these guys and you're on the fence about them, I would go after them. I really would. Like I said, I think they're looked past with everybody else looking at the other stuff that's coming out. Which, I mean, you can't argue with them at all in any way, because I mean, they're great. The stuff that's coming out is amazing for the most part. But yeah, I just think these guys are not getting enough love as I think they deserve. Really, I haven't seen anybody in the groups get this set at all. And if they have, I haven't seen it. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I'm wrong, but it just seems like no one's touched this set whatsoever, and it kind of sucks because like the set deserves a lot of love because it's great. Because like I said, he was released in 2014. It's almost been 10 years since this has had a reissue, that's pretty crazy. And then 2017 for Gyaos, so you're talking 5 years. And Gyaos is actually one of the more sought after villains, just because, like I stated before, I think he's his arch nemesis. He's the yin to the yang, kind of thing for Gamera, just like King Ghidorah is for Godzilla, like I stated earlier. Like that's the same exact thing. But why pay so much money for just the single when you could get both of them? I mean, for half the price. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't go for these guys. So I don't know. It's just my little 2 cents on what I think people should go after this. Is this in the running for figure of the year? Maybe. It could be talked about. It's a great set. Don't get me wrong. It's absolutely phenomenal. I am not downputting this at all in any way. My vote personally, even though I love this, is on another set that I've already stated enough in my previous video, actually, the 66 set for Godzilla versus Ibra. But these are definitely a set that, you know, shouldn't be overlooked and definitely need some love for Gamera and stuff like that, and Gyaos, because like I said, everybody's looking for the bigger and better. And this set came out this year. I got a little bit late, you know, just because I didn't get the pre-order, but doesn't mean that these guys are not cool, not great. They look excellent. I mean, they are on par for what you see on screen and stuff like that, which always, you know, kind of what X Plus does. I mean, they're the kings at it and stuff. So, but yeah, definitely do not think about this one. Go get it if you have a chance. I've talked to a couple friends. They kind of stated that they kind of regret it. And, you know, it's just kind of one of those things. And now it's going to be harder to find because initially when they got put on the aftermarket website like Bai or Yahoo Japan, whatever, you know, Mandarake, whatever, there's not a lot of sets of them. And then once they're gone, they're kind of disappearing. So I saw a little bit of an influx on those sites for these, and now there's only a couple left. And that's just kind of, like I said earlier, the name of the game, where you get them right away. If not, you're either not going to find them or you're going to pay double, triple the asking price. So, but yeah, definitely do not overlook these guys. Definitely in the running. Could be someone's figure of the year. It really could, because they are set. So it's going to be a figure kind of thing. So yeah, definitely think about it. I just can't get over this set. It's so cool. It's so happy. I've definitely been on a Gamera kick lately, trying to get as much Gamera as I can. Like I said, just not enough, you know, for me, you know, and stuff like that. So trying to up my Gamera game and everything. And I even have to get a Gamera shirt, because I mean, I don't even have a Gamera shirt. I mean, he's on the shirt right here, but that's all I got for Gamera wise, shirt wise. So I gotta step up that game also. So I just love Gyaos. He's so cool. And even when he gets into the Heisei series and stuff like that, he's such a cool kaiju and stuff like that. Just really mean, and just doesn't care about anybody or anything. He's just a killing machine. He really is. And that's great. I just love that. So, and it's and even this movie, when I first watched it, like I said, as a kid, it was a little shocking, because I'm pretty sure it was the first time I ever seen a kaiju eat somebody. Yeah, like he ate people, I think two different times in this movie. I was like, holy crap. It's like he just ate them, you know. They don't show bloods and guts and all that stuff, you know. They're not going to get too gruesome of it, but they know, and they show, and they, you know, make it a point to know that, yay, he ate those people, you know. So yeah, it was, because I want to say I watched this movie maybe in my, oh man, I would say 11, 12, maybe. So in that range, I guess, and everything. I'm not really sure. I can't remember exactly. I just remember that I got it for, I think I got it for my birthday one year. My dad brought them over. Didn't didn't know what they were. He saw them at Suncoast. Oh, poor Suncoast, you know. But yeah, he brought them over. Thought I'd like them because I was into Godzilla, and at first I absolutely hated them, because I was like, on the cover they were talking about, you know, him resembling Godzilla and being better than Godzilla. I was like, heck no, you ain't. I was like, it's a turtle. It's a dumb turtle. Like, I was like, no. So I was like, this is dumb, you know. But I gave it a shot. I was like, yeah, it's not bad, you know. And like I said, it never got to the level of where Godzilla is for me. But it's growing, you know, like I said, especially as I've gotten older and stuff. So definitely appreciate that. And it's still a very fond memory for me and everything for one of these movies. So I think it was this movie, the original 65, Barugan 66, and then I think it was Giron. I think it was 68. So it was like 65 to 68. There was 4 movies, and they made them all, and I had them all on VHS. So, and I still have them to this day. So Definitely won't get rid of those. Seems like those are kind of coming back into fashion. I see people collecting VHSs and stuff, so really cool. But yeah. So yeah, this is the set. I absolutely love it. Ugh. Just might have to watch this movie tonight. You know, it's kind of getting to be Halloween time and everything, you know. Gyaos is a pretty creepy, scary kaiju, you know, so it would fit well into it. So, but yeah, just absolutely love this. Love the sculpt and everything. So yeah, like I said, he came in one big piece, which is cool. I don't have to put anything together. Gamera was almost in one piece. I actually thought he was going to be just because of the size of the box, but that's okay. But yeah, just love the red on the outside of his wings and the inside, you know, exactly like it was in the movie and everything. And yeah, I mean, even the back of his head where it's supposed to glow in the dark and stuff like that. I love that it's that tealish blue green, just like it was in the movie. So I've gushed about these figures enough, I think. Really excited to get them into my collection. Like I said, thank you so much for the support, guys. I really do appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like, you know. Leave a comment if you want to, you know. If you want to chat, whatever, with these guys about any other videos, you know, hit me up. You know, I'm cool with talking kaiju with people and stuff like that. And like I said, thank you so much to Kaiju Kim for my intro again. Just absolutely love it. So yeah, I think that's it for me. But yeah, keep subscribing, keep sharing. Let's get up to 400 subscribers. We'll get another giveaway. I love doing that stuff. I really, really do. Like I said, I'll post on screen here what the giveaway is and everything. It's a lot of good stuff. So at least I think. I mean, I'd want some of that free stuff too. But yeah, guys. So catch you later. Bye.